Before we start the video, I'm gonna show you what I have. Check this out. Hundreds of video games from PlayStation 2 and GameCube. So we're gonna do PlayStation 2 games, and then we're gonna move on to GameCube. It's gonna be somewhat of a top 10, something like that. So let's start off with PlayStation 2, since it's a huge library in there. So, I'm gonna start with the top 10 on that. Okay, so, number, let's see here, Number 10 is a launch title. And I allude to this in the other video. So Tekken 3 comes Tekken Tag Tournament. Such a great game. A great starter game for PlayStation 2. Awesome. So 9 would be hold on. White Jaw. It is a little bit of a mix between Devil May Cry and other action games. Okay, so God of War is the better way to describe it too. So it's not technically a God of War style game, but it is, because of the way the camera angle was angled, you know. So okay, so 9 now is gonna be 8. Why is that there? It's disgusting. Okay. I'm gonna go with... Damn it, it's so hard. Okay. I allude to this to the other one because it's the sequel to Soul Reaver. Great game. So polished from the first game. Okay. Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead with 6, I think. Next one is gonna be Final Fantasy X. I don't like the titties, whiny attitude, but the actual game itself, it's such a great experience. Number 5 would be a toss-up between Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid 2. Okay. There's a lot of controversy with Metal Gear Solid 2 because of Raiden. But Kojima kind of retconned the character as a cyborg ninja in Metal Gear Solid 4. So he became a badass eventually, so it's like, he fixed it. So, number 4. I would have to go with Kingdom Hearts 2. I have Kingdom Hearts 1, but I like Part 2 better because of the way it was structured, especially towards the end, you know. You had like 1,000 enemies all at once, and you blocked them all. Boom, 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 boom. crazy. Awesome game. 3. It would have to be Devil May Cry or Devil May Cry 3. Yeah. Our runner-up would be Red Faction. I wish this game had online. I'm not talking a remake. I'm not talking a sequel or whatever. Talking about the actual engine. And if you put this game with multiplayer, it would be off the charts. PlayStation 2 had online, but it wasn't like prevalent like it is now. So that is 3. Next one is the God of War games. Great, excellent games. Now, number 1 is not gonna be controversial because it's a Hideo Kojima game. Zone of the Enders. Especially the second one. The second one is more polished than the first one, but the first one is good at just as the same. So, the runner-ups are Wipeout, Contra, very hard game, but never sold that well. And not Exile, and Xeno Saga. It's not bad, but it's also not as good as Xeno's Gears, which is disappointing. Seriously, they had the talent to do it, but they decided not to go the Xeno Saga route. I don't know. Now, the other runner-up mature-rated Castlevania. It's a 3D game, yes, but they did it pretty well in here. It's kind of like a mismatch of Castlevania and Diablo. If you know what I mean by that, by the way. Another runner-up is Gradius. Gradius. Another runner-up is Frontlines. Electronic Arts is so stupid. They should have kept this engine and kept going, like the Call of Duty games. Keep this engine and keep going. But no, they change the gameplay every new release. Why? It's such a good game. I'm not a big fan of World War II games, but that engine, it puts like GoldenEye in a better light because the controls just feel so good in your hands. That's why we like Call of Duty in the first place. We like Call of Duty because of the responsive controls. Why can't companies just use what they have and continue it tomorrow? It's what Call of Duty been doing for 10 years, 20 years. Come on. Okay. So those are, oh, one more runner up. One more. Two more. I allude to this in the other video because Delta was pretty good. This is a little polished. It's hard, but it's polished. Now, the final game. I know all of you all like this game. Frantic first-person shooter, mindless gameplay. Oh my god. Such great memories. So, we're gonna go ahead and go to GameCube now. Okay? I'm gonna keep it short because the library is shorter than the other one, so top 10 at least. Okay? My number one is up here. My number one is Twilight Princess. Yes, it's a late game, but much like the other Zelda games, you know. Yeah, right here. Much like the other Zelda games, it's a little mature, a little bit. Not too mature, but it's darker in theory, so people hate this one, so I like it, but my problem with it is the whole sailing thing in the ocean, and then sometimes it blocks you from proceeding to the next level because you don't know where to go next. That's why I stopped playing it. But the controls are really good. I just like Twilight Princess better because of the overall gameplay style. So, number one. Okay. Number two. F-Zero GX. There needs to be a Nintendo Switch port with multiplayer. I will get it day one. And if you can, put the arcade version in there. Just do it. Get on it, doggone it. Now, number three. Nothing needs to be said. Okay. The original Smash Bros. Melee. The gameplay, the graphics, everything just puts into one great game. I don't have the Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 64, but it's a upgraded, better playing engine over the original one. They're pretty much the same, just GameCube had better polish on it. So, I think number 4 would have to be Star Fox Adventures. It's a this departure from the flying games. it has some flying portions, but the game came out pretty well. The developers wanted to change Dinosaur Planet, something like that, into a franchise that they already know now. It would sell better like that. It came out pretty better than I expected. Okay, so this is not my number one, but Rogue Leader is such a great game for a launch title. It's my first game. Look at it. You can see the box a little wrinkled, and it's because I was staying out launch day. Snuck out of my house and bought a GameCube with this one. And you can see it was cold that night. The wrinkles are still there. That shows how much it was worn. So, my number one is Metroid Prime. Number two would have been Tales of Symphonia. Purely because of gameplay. Purely because gameplay. Nothing more, nothing less. If you play it, it's gonna feel so good that you will ignore the anime style graphics. Has 2 discs. Look at that. What game gives you 2 discs? Well, so those are my top 5. Okay. Yeah, those are the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 games. Top 5, top 6. All right, runner-ups. Extreme G, Polish, but it fell off the earth, bro. The company didn't know what to do. 7, sorry. So, next one is the port of Zelda 64. There's also a Master Quest, kind of like the first Zelda game. Now, the other runner-up is Twin Snakes. It's sort of a remake of Metal Gear Solid, but with their interjections. That's another 2-disc game to like build on the idea of 2 discs Metal Gear Solid game. Alright, that's all for now. I'll get to PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Thank you. Have a nice day. Chill out.